You're listening to the Wilson King Podcast. Run that track.
This episode of the Wilson King Podcast is brought to you by Wright Live. Need a wedding DJ? Play in a band and looking for gigs or networking? Have a venue that needs an exciting event night? Contact Wright Live for all your wedding, entertainment, band, and DJ needs. We are dedicated to providing the best entertainment, marketing, and production for all your special events. Go to our website at www.wrightliveevents.com, wrightliveevents@gmail.com, or visit us on Facebook at Wright Live.
What's up, everybody? This episode's brought to you by Josh's Man Cave at Total Image Salon. If you're new to the area or just looking for a new barber, go see my friend Josh. He's a wizard with a straight razor and knows his way around a set of clippers and gives a damn good haircut. I should know. I go see him twice a month. If you're of age, he offers you a shot of whiskey or a nice cold brew while he cuts your hair. If you go down and see him, let him know I sent you. What in the fuck is happening, people? We got a really dope dude. Been talking to him for a couple weeks now. I am so excited to finally have him on the show. He is an artist out of Harrisonburg, Virginia, or close to it. I mean, we've had a little bit of communication, but please help me welcome Ben Weimer to the show. What is up, brother?
Hey, man. How's it going? It's an honor to be here, man. I love the setup, and I'm grateful to be here. I grew up in Harrisonburg, for most of my life. Went to high school there 4 years, but now I live in Lyndhurst, which is not far from there. Born in Winchester, though. Winchester, baby.
So, I have lived in this area my whole life. Like, this is actually my childhood home.
Dude, heck yeah. Berkeley Springs, man.
Dude, I got so many, weird things about Berkeley, right? Like, I always say, I fucking hate Berkeley, but then every single time I get away from Berkeley, I find myself back in it. So it's just one of them things where, I'm just totally ready to I just bought houses here, so it's whatever. I guess I'm stuck here.
Nothing better than where you grow up. That's what I used to say about Harrisonburg. I'd be like, I can't stand Harrisonburg. And then I moved to I moved to Franklin, West Virginia for a while. It's where I met one of my first long relationships, and I had to come back to Harrisonburg in a hurry. I missed it.
Well, dude, it's the comfortability too. You grew up here, you do whatever you got to do, and a lot of times whenever you get in a bad spot in life, you just want to be where you're comfortable. You don't want to be where it's like, oh, fuck, I'm the new face on the block.
Oh, God, yeah. There's nothing better than being able to go to a bar and then see people that you know and be able to just shoot shit with them and enjoy yourself. When you're the new person, which I have a lot of experience in being the new face in town, it's definitely a feeling you got to get used to because you always feel like you're, just singled out. And that can get a little bit overwhelming.
Oh, dude, for sure. I mean, in all honesty, I've moved from here to Clarksburg, West Virginia, from Clarksburg, West Virginia to just outside of Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
And probably moved away from here for a year and a half. And I found myself bringing myself back here to good old Berkeley Springs.
Dude, I love Berkeley Springs. I spent the last day here, and I went to the Moose Lounge, and I got to know them. I'm happy I'm a Moose member. I love the Moose Lounge. I'm a big supporter in the Moose Lounge. And I went to, how do you pronounce the bar? Troubadour? Troubadour, I'm sorry.
Dude, there's a lot of wild history with Troubadour.
Dude, it's like a classic, original West Virginia bar. You can't beat it.
Oh, dude, Troubadour is one of my go-to bars.
I love that place.
The only thing that I don't like about it is the smoking inside, but it also gives it its own type of feel. The owners are awesome. Tony and his wife are great people. And that's typically, if I'm telling you I'm going out for the day, 9 times out of 10, you're either going to catch me at Troubadour or you're going to catch me at Bad Habits for a Wright Live show.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so you know Bonnie Bell's Pastries then from Clarksburg?
No.
You don't know that?
No, I do not.
That was my aunt. She bakes cakes. She baked a cake for Bill Clinton. She's from Clarksburg, West Virginia. I played a show in Bridgeport, actually.
Where at?
Bridgeport at oh shoot, I can't remember the name of the place. It's a really nice bar. I think it's called I couldn't tell you, but it's in Bridgeport. It's probably one of their biggest bars there.
Dude, I spent a good bit of time up there. I got a lot of friends in Grafton, West Virginia.
Grafton, yeah.
But let's get a little bit of a background on you. Like, when did you start playing music?
Well, when I was growing up, sorry, I can never have to clear my throat enough right now. When I was growing up, my dad would have the radio on, and this was when I was about 9. The first instance I ever had with music in my life was when I was 4 years old, sitting playing with my Legos, and I saw a Victory Records commercial with Hawthorne Heights and Bayside. And I remember that's the oldest memory I have of my whole life. And I just looked up at the screen. I was like, it was a Duality song by them. It was a great song. And I was just like, holy shit. But I was too young to remember, and I didn't remember until I got older. But then later, when I was 11, prior to this, my dad would play songs on the radio, and I would cry. I literally did not like music. I could not stand it. And I was just like, turn off the radio, Dad. And I would cry, man. It was literally like he would turn it up to torture me. Creed. Not that I don't like Creed and Nickelback, but that's just, it didn't hit a valve in me. Then I heard Holiday by Green Day when I was 11, and something about that, man. I had a guitar the next day and the American Idiot album and 3 Cheers for Revenge from My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy CD, and I was starting my journey. So about 11 is when I started picking a guitar out of tune.
My first ever album that I ever owned, it's going to blow your mind, that like I asked for specifically, was Subliminal Verses.
Oh.
So I started listening to Slipknot whenever I was 10.
That's a good one, though.
And then I started finding, like Linkin Park, and then Linkin Park introduced me to pop punk, and then good old Blink-182. One of my favorite songs by them is "I Want to Fuck a Dog," because I remember being in middle school finding that song. Granted, it's one of their older songs.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm in middle school, that album's been out probably 05, 06.
Almost 15 years. Yeah.
Oh no, maybe it was a '90s album.
It could be
or
20 years.
I can't remember what album, right? But I just remember in middle school finding that song, and I used to crack the fuck up listening to it. And it's always been one of my top favorite Blink-182 songs.
That's a great song, man. It reminds me of Alkaline Trio. That song Radio. I love Alkaline Trio, Blink-182. Those are where my heart is The Offspring, Blink-182. Green Day, Sum 41. Like, I just love those bands, man. That's where all my sound comes from.
So my favorite band is The Story So Far. I love The Story So Far. They are great. Like, I don't even, and I didn't even find them until I was getting ready to go to Warped Tour.
Oh man,
back in 2019.
Oh man,
and just they are just one of them bands that the emotion and I don't know if it's because they're like a lot of the albums I listened to are from like 2013, 2014, 2015. Granted, almost 10-year-old albums, but whenever I found them in 2019, they really weren't that. I mean, they had some age to them, but they weren't super old.
Yeah.
And but it brought me back to the times of that like early 2000s pop punk.
That's my favorite absolute era of music. Every song that I wrote, and I get compliments. When I get a compliment, it's always like, I hear the 2000s, early punk 2000s in your music. I was like, yep, that's me. I love every bit about it, man.
Dude, I remember being 10 or 11 listening to the American Idiot album.
Oh, my God. I love that album so much.
But that is not my favorite album by Green Day.
I understand. Dookie is... This is weird about me. American Idiot, Dookie. American Idiot, Dookie, then Warning. So good, and then Nimrod. But I'll show you real quick if you want to see how much of a Green Day fan I am. This is funny, man, because I can't hide it. This whole That's a Green Day tattoo. It was a cover-up. So granted, I didn't want to get it that big, but I had a guitar pick that looked like a tomato here. So I had to do that.
Yeah, dude, my favorite Green Day album is probably the one with, like, 21 Guns on it.
Oh, I love that album, too. That's after American Idiot.
Yeah.
That's a great album. Not so much The Father of All. I'm not a big fan of that album.
I mean,
It's still good, though.
what sucks for me nowadays is all the bands I used to love growing up, like, they're all, like, starting to, like, switch up their sound. And I appreciate it for, like, the appreciation of art from me. But, like, as a fan, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, I love old Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, God, me
I
too.
love old Bring Me, like Pray for Plagues, Chelsea Smile, that whole Suicide Season album.
Oh, my God.
Fucking phenomenal. And then, but I'm also a huge fan of Teardrops by Bring Me the Horizon right now, and I'm a huge fan of a lot of their newer music, but it's just like, man, this isn't the Bring Me the Horizon I remember.
I love Drowning, too. Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon, man. We will never sleep, because sleep is for the weak. Oh, that song, man. That's crazy. They're from England, and no one knows that. And I was like, how did Asking Alexandria bypass them? Because, like, Bring Me the Horizon's, like, they're amazing, dude.
Oh.
But they lasted the fire, so.
Oh, dude, Bring Me the Horizon is fucking just, that song right there, We Will Never Sleep, because Sleep is for the Weak, is one of the main songs I would listen to before going on the mat whenever I wrestled.
Oh, man. Oh, dude, that song get you so pumped. You know what song? I Killed the Prom Queen. That's a band that no one thinks about. You know them?
I love them.
Dude, that song, Sharks Like Razors, or I can't remember the name of the song, but that song, I would listen to it on repeat, dude. That song is so good. Dude, no, I Killed the Prom Queen. I love that band. And that reminded me of them.
Oh, dude, you want to sit here and talk about, like, early 2000s metalcore and pop punk. I can sit here and talk all day because my fiance is a huge Avenged Sevenfold fan.
Love them.
So I give her shit all the time. And I'll be like, there's only 2 good albums Avenged Sevenfold came out with. Their first album and The City of Evil.
Yeah, yeah.
And she'll be like, no, dude, this album, like, no.
Nightmare.
And I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. Nothing beats Beast in the Harlot or fucking Backcountry or fucking any of the, Seize the Day, any of those fucking songs that came off of that second album.
Magical album.
Dude.
Majestic.
There isn't many bands out there that I can sit down and say I've listened through an album of theirs from cover to cover.
That's Avenged Sevenfold for sure, man. I remember listening to Beast and the Harlot and just listening to that and being like, they're gods. They're like the best musicians I've ever heard in my life. And for them to be so heavy and not screaming was the wildest thing. It was like, I heard a story about, Unholy Confessions. I love that song too, but something happened to his voice, and the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold, and he couldn't scream anymore, but it worked in his benefit, man. I mean, his voice and the way they sing is amazing. Little Piece of Heaven, I love that song.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also a huge Bullet for My Valentine fan.
You do, man.
Have you listened to their new stuff yet?
No. Oh, I heard it's really good, though.
So, like, you know how there for a hot minute, Bullet was like, they were kind of old Bullet, but they weren't as heavy as they once were.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the very first song on their new album, you have, like, this lo-fi intro, but it's a radio tuning in their older music, like Tears Don't Fall, you know, like all the older songs.
That's so awesome.
Like Scream, Aim, and Fire. Like,
that's one of my favorites.
And it's just pulling, and it's like this radio, they're just tuning in and out. And then it's just like, as soon as it drops, you're like, oh no.
What happens?
Bro, it's the heaviest album I have listened to from Bullet since The Poison.
Damn. Is it good, though? Do you like
Bro.
it? Oh, I bet it's amazing.
Bro.
Dude, I got to hear it now. I'm going to do it as soon as
So you know why Bullet, like, started doing a little bit softer tunes, right?
Yeah, that weird stage after your betrayal and stuff. I did not enjoy that. Temper or something.
Yeah. So the reason they went softer is because the lead singer fucked up his vocal cords.
Oh boy.
Right?
That'll happen.
this album they just dropped, dude, they're back to screaming. Like full verses screaming. Not just like a little bit of screaming sprinkled in on top, you know?
Dude.
It's full verses scream. It's just like...
And then the chorus comes in with singing?
And the chorus comes in with singing.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, dude.
Dude, thank you for telling me that, because I need some Bullet in my life. I love that band so much. They were a big influence because, like I said, when I first started playing music when I was 11, like 2 years later, I went straight. I'm a very obsessive person, so I listened to just Green Day for literally 2 years straight, and I memorized American Idiot and all their albums. I bought every Green Day album there was, and I was like, one day I'm gonna sing like Billy Joe. I was 12 years old. It was so ridiculous, but then I met my friends in Franklin, West Virginia, and I wish them the absolute best. I might not talk to a lot of them any day. We had a 6-piece deathcore band, and it was called Johann Weimer. And granted, I had an ego problem when I was growing up. I mean, everybody goes through their things, but I could have done a lot of things differently. Nobody's to blame. But all we would listen to was Bullet. We would listen to Asking Alexandria was a big one. A Day to Remember.
Devil Wears Prada?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Devils Wear Prada. I love that zombie song by them, man. God, I love that song.
August Burns Red?
Oh, August Burns Red every day, bro. That was our stuff, dude. And I actually, believe it or not, I have actually a pretty rich history with opening up for big bands. We opened up for Like Moths to Flames. We opened up for God Forbid. I even got to play with 2 members of Mastodon when I was really young. And the Faceless, I don't know if you ever heard of them. Mm-hmm. Got to play with them. Whitechapel, Chelsea Grin, and I got to play with a lot of them, but it was all pay to play through Outer Loop Presents. So I'd literally shell out $350 just to get us to open for them. It was a little ridiculous.
Well, I mean, that is something that's always been in the music scene for smaller regional bands. Is a lot of gigs are pay to play.
That's
but
rough.
I think, and this just outside looking in, knowing some artists, I think that pay to play shit's like starting to
fall out
because of look what happened during COVID.
Oh God,
bro! You know how many people I know that said after COVID they will never do another pay to play. Either pay me what I'm worth,
yeah,
or find someone else to play. Granted, the fact that shows are in full swing, I also think pay to play is going to come back because you got people biting at the bit to get on stage, and they're like, well, this band is really good, but they want us to pay them. But this band here's also really good, and they're willing to pay us to be on the stage.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it sucks, too, because, you know, there's a lot of very, 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 very talented bands in the regional areas. I mean, fuck. Just look at this Martinsburg, Hagerstown, Winchester. Just this,
there's 3 big names. At least
dude, there's so many great bands in this fucking area.
Dude.
It's not even funny.
Oh, my gosh. Not to mention, so many great bands come from this 81 stretch in Virginia. Not a lot of people know Darkest Hour. They're from, Stanton, Harrisonburg area. The Black Dahlia Murder drummer was from Stanton, Virginia.
Wait, Darkest Hour's from Stanton?
They're within 100 miles of Winchester. I can guarantee you that.
Really?
They're closer.
Dude, fuck. For some reason, I thought they were out of D.C.
Well, I think it's one of those things where really good musicians built their names up and they ended up traveling to practice. But I'm pretty positive one of the guitar players is from Harrisonburg, Virginia. And they're amazing because when they came to Harrisonburg, they opened up. I went to this show with As I Lay Dying. That's another big band I love. But, My Children, My Bride, The Human Abstract, so many bands. But Darkest Hour was co-headlining with As I Lay Dying in Harrisonburg. And Harrisonburg, the crowd response for The Darkest Hour was made As I Lay Dying look like they shouldn't even have been there because they did not respond to As I Lay Dying. They were all there for Darkest Hour. So I think it's because a hometown show, they came back to Harrisonburg.
This 81 stretch has had so many great musicians come out of it.
Oh, true.
Well, dude, Virginia in itself, I'm a huge rap and hip hop fan too, right?
Hell yeah.
And just look at the names that have came out of Virginia. Period. Like Pharrell.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I've heard of him. Well, Lamp of God's one right off the bat, Richmond.
Wait,
Well,
Lamb of God. That is right. Lamb of God is from Richmond.
Yeah, but they're not on the 81 Street. 64, but it connects.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, you just jump across 17 and you hit 17 to 64 and then take 64 all the way down. It's practically the fucking. No, sorry, my bad. You hop on 17 to 95 and then cut. But I mean,
it's Virginia, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that little spot, and then Dave Matthews Band's from Charlottesville. They're huge, man. Who else is? Dolly Parton was. No, Patsy Cline was born in Winchester. So I was like, holy shit, when I found that out. At least I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
she's from Gore, Virginia.
Oh, wow. Holy shit, dude. I used to go to my bank there, Caton Valley Bank.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. So you want to hear a wild story?
awesome. Yeah.
So my great grandfather
Okay.
was friends with Patsy Cline.
Oh, shit, man.
Like, would hang out with her at the Charlestown racetrack.
That's so awesome.
Over at the horse track because he used to run horses over there, and it's wild, right? Like, it's just looking at the rich history of art in this area alone.
Oh, yeah.
People, whenever you talk Berkeley Springs, you talk Winchester, oh man, they're fucking shitholes, blah blah blah. But like, look at the artists that come out of here.
Country artists come out of Martinsburg, West Virginia. Who was that? I don't know which one it is, but I know Dolly Parton. She's from Martinsburg, isn't she?
No, I don't think so.
No, maybe not her. It's one of those really famous female country artists. Not Patsy, Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, and who's that other lady? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of famous musicians came out of West Virginia and this Martinsburg area. And
Well, Brad Paisley's from Bluefield.
wow, dude, I played one of my first shows in Bluefield at the Rocket Club. I remember that, man. And yep, that's right, Brad Paisley. I mean, not.
Dolly Parton's from Sevier County, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, somebody's from Martinsburg that's really, really big. I know that much. Or they played there or went there a lot. Something.
It's probably Patsy Cline.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. That makes more sense.
So, whenever you were one of the places, you were talking about you were visiting around Berkeley. You went to Troubadour. We already talked about this. Did you see all the old pictures up in there of like the older country artists?
I love that.
So that's the rich history of the Troubadour. It's an old country bar. It's legitimately, and like if you look at the history of it, like people like Patsy Cline's been through there, like Hank
That's what they
Williams,
told me.
like
That famous old country names that played there, dude. And I was like, man, it was an honor to take the stage at open mic. I ironically went there to like offer my services to see if we could do a show or something. Well, Vince, I met Vince, and he was awesome, by the way. I really enjoyed him. He said, we're doing open mic. And I was like, well, hell, we'll just stay at open mic. Then my buddy Gunner came over, and we all played, and then we're going to try to put together a show there. But it was a great atmosphere. You can tell people appreciate music there. Like, they appreciate the artist.
oh, dude, Troubadour, such an amazing music bar. The only thing that sucks, and this is, it's in Berkeley Springs. Wow. But hang on, it's in Berkeley Springs, so it's a very niche type of music scene around here, and
Tight-knit.
yeah, very tight knit music scene
Right.
around here. Like people like what they like around here.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with it, but me being the metalhead I am,
Hey,
I'm like,
man.
fuck, man, I wish there was more metal shows in Berkeley because I hate driving to Martinsburg and Winchester.
That's why you can thank Bad Habits, dude. They're getting metal shows there.
Oh, dude, Bad Habits is bringing in so many, not just local bands. Like they're bringing, like Brandon's bringing in fucking hitters from
dude.
like North Carolina. There's this band from Atlanta called Six.
Okay, I think I've heard of them.
They've been through Bad Habits. Stellar Circuits is playing Bad Habits.
With St. Diablo. Dude, that's so awesome, man. That's a
And-
show I want to go to.
We just had a band up here called Lilac.
Oh,
They're-
no way. With the females?
Yeah.
Dude, I know them. They're amazing. They're from Romania.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, this band's from Raleigh.
Well, they have Romania, like, it's two girls, right?
No, it's one girl and it's a
Her brother or something. They have, like, majestic, like, Dio sound music, right? Like Black Sabbath kind of, like, influenced.
they're like very like metalcore.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm thinking about different. No, Lilac. I'm pretty sure it's the same band because I went to Natural Bridge, and Natural Bridge does shows, by the way, which is one of the most beautiful structures I've ever seen in my life. Let me see. how they spell their name?
Yeah.
All right, well, it might not be them, but it looks a lot like them. She met the people in Dio in their band. But yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm pretty sure, I think it is the same band.
Yeah, but the whole band's out of Raleigh.
Raleigh, West Virginia?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm sorry.
But,
Damn.
I mean, dude, you just had From Ashes to New come through Winchester.
Oh, I know them.
And
yes.
No Resolve's coming to Blue Fox in a couple of weeks.
Dude, Blue Fox is great too. I really like that place. I mean, it's so cool. You got the whole pool hall. You come around the corner and got a great stage with a great sound system and a great bar. I mean, Winchester's got a lot. Martinsburg's got a lot. This is a great place, man. Underrated, really. Because just because it doesn't have a big capital or something doesn't mean it's not amazing and full of great talent and people, man. That's why I love it when people from these towns go out, because then they end up showing up the bands in the big cities, and like people aren't expecting it. But
well, speaking of Winchester, you got a show coming up in Winchester.
Oh man,
It's a dream. You were pretty excited about whenever you first got here.
I am,
and
blown away,
dude. Tell some people about it.
So I was scouting a show on the Walking Mall, and I ended up running into Justin, who's the guy who books for pretty much most of the Walking Mall. And I gave him my information. I told him what I did. I love old time country music. I really do. I grew up listening to it. I mean, it's woven in the fabric of my being. So I can't hide from that. I love punk rock though. That's in my heart as well. But I told him I did old time country music, and like I emailed him and said, "Hey, is there anything I can do?" And he ended up giving me an opening spot for Town Mountain, which is a really big band, and they're an amazing bluegrass band. They did a song with Tyler Childers, and he's got me supporting them and opening up at the Monument August 20th. And I'm just honored, man. It's going to be one of the biggest shows I've ever done for sure in my life. I've done festivals and stuff, but this is like a 2-story amazing venue. I don't know what it used to be, but I'm just honored to do it.
So the Monument used to be a bank.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Dude, it is such a phenomenal venue.
It's like better than Richmond's Norva. I mean, I'm better than the Norva. It's just like the Norva.
Oh, dude, I was there last night.
Oh, my God.
And it reminded me of, granted, I went for an EDM show.
Okay.
But it reminded me of being at Echo Stage down in D.C. Just not as big.
Okay. Damn, dude. I can't wait. I've never been in there.
Bro, it is beautiful.
Oh,
they did a great job with the setup. The stage is quite big.
Oh, yeah.
And, dude, it's just a gorgeous fucking place.
I am never going to forget that. That is on August 20th, and I'm, like, counting down the days, and I'm like, that's the one show I'm going to prepare for him anything. I was born in Winchester. I feel like it's like destiny that I finally get to play at. I'd say that's definitely Winchester's biggest venue, for sure.
They just opened, in the last couple months.
And they're doing phenomenal already.
Okay, maybe like in the last 3 to 6 months they just opened.
Wow. And they already got huge bands coming in, man. Next thing you know, they'll have, dude, that band, that's going to bring so much business to Winchester, it's not even funny. And Winchester's got great people. I mean, they come out, man. Winchester's pretty big. I mean, it's bigger than Harrisonburg, I know that much.
So, this is where we get to the juicy segment of the show.
Oh, shit. Juicy. Hell yeah.
Now, and by juicy, I mean your talents are going to be put on full display. If you are down to play a couple songs, you don't have to play a couple songs.
I'm always down to play some tunes, man.
Dude, let's have you do like 1 or 2 songs.
Sure.
And then we will, we'll do some talking in between.
Hell
songs.
yeah.
And I prefer originals just because,
I'm going to play originals.
I
probably
won't
won't do
doubt
any
it.
covers.
Well, dude, if you want to, go ahead and get ready. I'll just do some bullshit talking, and then we'll rock and roll.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
But y'all, if you're listening to this and you're in the area or you're not in the area and you want to check out a dope venue, come to the Monument. The Monument has a lot of great shows coming up. Bad Habits has a lot of great shows coming up. You also have, never mind. Rock the Panda will already happen whenever this comes out. But dude, I am so fucking grateful for everyone that listens to this show and gives me the time of day to sit here and chat with them. Whoever's ever been on the show, I don't give a shit who you are. Like, all of y'all are great, and you're gonna catch us doing some sound checks and whatnot. And hey, if you want to, you can pull that mic over so we can, and just put it right in front of your guitar. And you can move that down so it's like more in a. Give us 1 second. Bro, you're good.
I'm hoping that my fan base, which I've built up a pretty strong in the last 3 years from my tours and just promotion online, is going to come and flood your YouTube, man, because I know they've been waiting for a big interview.
And then you can move that mic to wherever you want to be for singing.
Dude, hell back. Put on this.
You don't have to put it on if you don't want it, but if you want to hear yourself playing to hear how it's coming through, you can. And all right, give me 1 second. Let's open up this one. Give me a couple strums.
Okay.
All right, let's get a little bit of vocals behind that.
La-dee-da, da-dee-da, la-dee-da. This is not a song of mine, but it might be now. Hell yeah. That sounds great, man. Heck yeah. You want me to keep going a little bit? Check. La 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 la.
All right.
Heck yeah.
That should be perfect. So, you are what would you give yourself like if you had to throw yourself in like one or two genres, what would you say a lot of your music is?
Well, I'd have to say acoustic rock, Americana, acoustic rock, maybe folk if I had to throw a third one in there. But I've got a lot of I've got 3 full acoustic albums. Beauty Behind the Veil was my first one. The second one was The Evolved, and the third one was The New World. And I have enough to put together a 4th album. Now I've just been writing songs like there's no tomorrow. It's because I had to take a 2-year break, and then COVID, and then an 8-year relationship. I wasn't writing songs. I was writing metal songs. So this is like all the songs that were from my childhood, like within me, that I had to just pour out. And I got 3 punk rock alternative albums that I wrote. So that's but if I have to pick a song, man, it's so many. So I'm trying to think. I got happy songs. I got kind of like emotional songs, a twist of both.
What is your favorite? What is one song that you don't play live as much as you would like to?
Shoot. That'd probably be, I'd say, that's probably, From a Hater to a Beggar.
Well, dude, let's hear it.
Oh, man, you put me on a spot here, man. This is one. Oh, God. We'll see what happens here. Laugh now, cry later. Laugh now, cry later. You thought you were so clever. From a hater to a beggar. Well, what did you expect? For me to just lie down, let you take my ground. Use me for your pleasure, use me for your personal gain. Ride me like a highway lane to fame. How does it feel to know that everything I said we'd ever do is happening without you? No new world
world order will stop me from what I am going to do. I'll become what they never wanted me to. Laugh now, cry later. Laugh now, cry later. Did you think everyone would buy your bullshit? Did you really think I would lay down and quit? You must have forgotten who I am. Did you really think everyone would turn against me? Did you really think that you would win? You must have never believed anything I ever said then. But you do now. How does it feel to know that everything I said we'd ever do is happening without you? No new world order will stop me from what I am going to do. Become what they never wanted me to. Now it's later, and you're still a hater, trying to stop me. Never, baby, in your wildest dreams, not even there. This is who I am. I will give the innocent their answers, the ones they seek. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I will remove them from the meek place you put them in. I'll show them what true freedom is. It is done. How does it feel to know that everything I said we'd ever do is happening without you? No new world order will stop me from what I am going to do. No, I become what they never wanted me to. Wow, I can play that song forever, man.
Dude, that song is fucking great.
Dude, thank you so much, dude. I was like, dang it, man. You got to pull this one out deep, because I was like, I'm going to forget the lyrics. I haven't played that in probably at least 2 months, or at least 3 maybe. Whew, thank you so much, man.
Dude, I like to make my show a little different. So, like,
oh, yeah.
Dude, like, my favorite thing is to hear songs that I put a lot of people on the spot. I ain't gonna lie
sure
to you.
Did on that one. I was like, well, you can't let them down, man. Holy shit.
Like, I've done a lot of that, putting people on the spot on the show. And the reason I say I like to do it is because our main goal for this show is to be raw, uncut, unscripted. Like,
I love that so much.
And so me having you play that song,
that was all raw, uncut, because I
dude,
did not practice that.
Dude, man, I love listening to live music.
Me too, man.
And it's so wild, too, to think, like, whenever we first started this show, the only live music we ever really did was, like, we would bring DJs on and let them, like, play a mix.
Dude, hell yeah.
But, like, dude, just bringing on solo artists and bands and just talking to them about their music, and then allowing solo artists to come in and, like, play their music is fucking awesome.
It's how people can truly get to know a musician, and it's all thanks to, like, you, honestly, because I know these local artists and anybody that's going to be on your show is going to appreciate it so much, because it's not, people aren't just seeing them sing their songs and hearing them say a few things. Like, you're actually getting into depth, so they get to, like, be in the room with them and get to know them as a person, too. That's what's just, it's beautiful. You got to be grateful for that if you're a musician. I know I am.
So, granted, you know, we got into the Green Day and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But what would you say, whenever it comes down to, like, your writing style now, what would you say your biggest influence is? Like, could be a musician or, like, life events or whatever. Like, what would you say your biggest inspiration is for whenever it comes to writing, or even the way you play?
If we were to break it down into, like, bands that influence my writing and sound the most, it's gonna have to be Green Day, Bayside, and the Menzingers. Those 3 bands, Menzingers from Massachusetts, just a wonderful
I
band.
fucking love them.
Dude, they have influenced me so much. I've never heard, because I like country, but I like punk rock. So I like it. I like everything, really. I mean, I like rap. I like Tech Nine's one of my favorite rappers ever. I mean, that guy's amazing.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Andrew Evans because he is who introduced me to the story so far, and he's also who introduced me to the men. God, I always fuck up the name.
Yeah, that's a weird name.
The Menzingers.
That's it. You got it there.
So a lot of people that know me know this. I don't think I do it too much on the show, but I have a stutter, and
I didn't notice it.
And whenever it comes out is whenever I'm getting ready to fuck up a word, and I know I am.
Hey, it
I
helps you out then.
overthinking, and then I'm just like, okay, I gotta hold off.
Hey, that's a blessing though, bro.
So like whenever I was younger, I would like stutter every other word. Like I'd be like I and like I used to make myself so upset about it. Granted, in school you get, kids are bullies.
Oh, trust me.
Like you know what I mean?
I was a left-handed kid named Johan, so.
Wait, are you left-handed?
Yeah, I'm a lefty, but I play right-handed guitar. It was just easier growing up because everybody else had right-handed guitars.
Dude, believe it or not, I'm left-handed.
You're a lefty? Dude, lefty power, bro.
So
yeah.
so I write left-handed,
Yeah.
but I play sports right-handed.
That's so crazy, man.
So like, I mean, except for wrestling, I wrestle left-handed and I throw
That helps.
left-handed. But like golf, I swing a golf club right-handed.
That's wild.
Baseball, I swing a baseball bat right-handed.
Damn. I literally do everything left-handed, but I play right-handed guitar. It's so weird.
But I can also throw a baseball with both hands.
That's ambidextrous, man. Like, I think everybody, this is a subject we don't want to get in too deep into because I get on this a lot. But I think everybody should have faith in their other hand, because like, I think we can all be ambidextrous because I can write with both hands. I've forced myself to learn on both hands just because like these are my hands. Like, cause there's so much bias, like I don't know how to explain it. Like left and right hand, like, oh, no, dude. I think everybody should just have faith both their hands, and we all use both of them. They look the same, might as well,
I can't do a whole lot with my right hand anymore. I fucked it up too much in life.
Oh man, hey man.
Trying to cut off fingers and.
Hey man, I can't really relate too much to that, but
Dude,
I can imagine.
First time I've showed people this like on air.
Oh shit.
You see the difference in my index fingers?
Oh yeah. Holy shit. What happened?
I was cutting cardboard and the knife slipped and this finger was tight, and whenever it slipped, I didn't slice, I popped.
Oh god.
And I'm pretty sure I partially cut my tendon.
Oh.
Or ligament. Yeah, I partially cut my ligament.
Oh god, I can't even.
But I don't like going to the hospital, so I came home, cleaned it out,
Whoa.
and super glued it back together and went back to work the next day.
Dude.
And
who does that?
And I snowboarded that whole season with a splint on my finger.
Hey man, dude, you got some balls, man, because that reminds me of something, which I have made a bunch of bad choices when I was growing up. I learned an error of my ways at a young age, which I'm grateful for. I started, I was 14 years old doing things that probably people wouldn't experience until they're like 21. I was in my first band, which was called Government Overdose, which was a punk rock band from Franklin, West Virginia, with a 40-year-old gentleman. Well, he was older. I knew him for 7 years. He died. He was like a mentor to me on drums, and he taught me everything, and he passed away 7 years after I met him. And his son was my friend. I met him in school. Long story short, I played a bunch of shows with them. I got to get on a tour bus at 14 and get signed to a record label, and we drive around, and I got to experience life like that. But unfortunately, he had drug problems, and he passed away, so that was the end of that. But I got a lot of experience at a young age, and I made really bad decisions, and I had my share with. I was addicted to drugs. I went through a long process, and I beat them all. 4 years sober, probably 5 now. I keep saying that, but it's probably 5 now, and I'm just so grateful. But I was in the clinic, trying to get clean, and I was drinking. I shouldn't have been drinking for one, and I was standing up straight drinking, and I passed out, I fell asleep standing up. This is 5 years ago, back when I was with my ex. and I fell down and cut this lip. You see the scar right here, and I fell straight on the corner of the wood and sliced right through my thing, dude. And there was like a hole. You could see my teeth, and I wasn't trying to go to the hospital. And then they had to talk to me, and they're like, "You crazy? You got to go." And they gave me 7 stitches here, but I wasn't gonna go get it done. I'm glad I did. I wouldn't be singing today.
So addiction's a big thing for me.
Man, it's rough.
I've got some really good friends that are recovering addicts.
I'm glad they're recovering.
But need to be alcoholism, opiates, whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking,
Sure.
You don't have to answer this.
I will. I don't have.
But what was your drug of choice?
Well, when I was younger, I went through every stage of it. I mean, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm a very grateful person because I overdosed at the end of it, and I survived. And but I went through my share of everything at a very young age. Probably opiates in the beginning, and I was on those for about 4 years. And then when those seemed to disappear, I went to the uppers, and then I did those. And then I kind of spanned it out with psychedelics, and I always knew I shouldn't be doing this. So that kind of helped me not get too lost in the world of it. So I was never like a severe addict. I never shot up. And I think that helped me a lot because I never got to feel it like that. And I'm really grateful, and I'm very fortunate, man, because I could have gotten felony charges and all kinds of stuff. And I learned my lesson, and I just always believed that one day I could get sober and everything would be just as fun, and I would have just as much joy. That's what scares people from getting clean, is because they're like, I can't enjoy life or have the same quality of life off of it. And that's not true. You can have a better quality of life once you're sober. It doesn't seem like it at the time because of the withdrawals and stuff, but I'm feeling greater than I ever did. I always said one day I'll get off all the drugs, I'll be clean, I'll be a role model, and I'll feel better than I did when I was on them. And that's coming out to be true.
What is something you can tell people who are actively in addiction or in the beginning stages of recovery that you wish you knew whenever you were starting your recovery?
That life is definitely better off of it. It is life sober, and once you get off drugs, it's amazing, because like it takes a really strong person to get off drugs. It really does. But if I could tell you anything, I would say just know you can do it, and know it will pass. You will not feel like you are with the withdrawals for long. The sooner you do it, the sooner you can take your life back, and it's well worth it, because once you do that, once you can come back from drugs, man, you'll feel like you can do anything. Because I went and fought in street beefs, went 3-0 after that, and I pursued my music career and started making my dreams come true, and I could never do that on drugs, so it's worth it.
All right. Let's get you into another song.
Oh, man.
What is a song that, granted, I know every song holds a special place in your heart, but do you have like just that one song that holds that like near and dear, like it's like your song for like if you want to be emotional, or like in anything, like a song that like is deep down, like your song that's just like, fuck, this is the song that means the most to me.
Oh, man. We'll go ahead, and because the first song I played was off of one of my punk rock albums, Answers. It's a 15-song punk rock album, the first one I wrote. But I'm going to slice these and dice these, since I'm mainly an acoustic artist today, doing Americana and stuff. I'd probably have to say Forever Young, which is off my very first acoustic album. And it's songs about finding yourself and becoming your own best friend in a world where you're alone, you know. Because that song, it pulled me out of a lot of dark places. That would be Forever Young, and it's on my first album, and I get probably most of my compliments off that. People really like this one. But I have so many songs, I could probably name a couple, but for this, I'd probably say Forever Young. The other ones I haven't practiced enough, so.
All right, brother, let's hear it.
This is Forever Young. I'm going to have to tune up, man. I'm sorry, brother. I don't want to do that to people halfway through the song.
Bro, you do what you got to do.
Ember's giving me hell right now. Come on, Ember. Oh, this is my guitar, Ember. I want to introduce Ember. He's my first acoustic guitar that I bought for myself rather than was given, but he was the best $200 I ever spent, ever. And He don't like being called Amber. Don't call him Amber. That makes him mad. So.
Hi, Amber.
Hey, man. Now I ain't going to be able to play a song. He's not going to do it. All right, we ought to do it. Yeah, that ought to be good enough. All right, this is Forever Young. This song's definitely a big one for me. My old friend, where have you been? I've been waiting and wondering. They say what's right is wrong in the end. Do you think we should listen? Every now and then, I think about you, and I really wanna see you. Then I realized I am you. No, here I was coming to save me, because you was me the whole time. No reason to shout about the fact that you doubt your way out. No need to reroute, stay as long as you want. Just know you need to pick a place to stay one day. Every now and then, I think about you, and I really wanna see you. Then I realized I am you. Love starts from within, and then it begins to surround everyone. Forever young. No, here I was coming to save me, because you was me the whole time. Oh yeah. I saved myself from a world of lies. You can too, I'm no better than you. I just realized something, you should too. This is our world, we choose the rules. We are not tools, we are creators and lovers and deciders of our fate. So let's make it great. Every now and then, I think about you, and I really wanna see you. Then I realized I am you. Love starts from within, then it begins to surround everyone. Forever young. Yeah, there we go.
Holy fucking shit.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. You like it?
Bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bro, I love that.
Dude, thank you so much. That means the absolute world coming for you, man. Dude, I'm so glad you like it. Thank
Dude,
you.
I love all type of music.
Me
Like
too.
the only thing I don't like is jazz and classical.
It's
But,
hard to get into that.
bro, it is. And but yeah, like I'm a huge fan of rock. I'm a huge fan of country, bluegrass.
Me too. I love a little bit of everything. If it's got a guitar distorted, whether it's a heavy guitar metal, whether it's acoustic guitar, I love it, man. I just love the guitar and bands and what music is, man. It means the absolute world.
So, I'd like to hear a little bit of a background on that song.
Oh, God.
Where was the inspiration? Do you remember, like, when writing the song, like, where your inspiration was at?
I do, man. I met a girl. This was after my 8-year relationship. This is once I started my music career, and she was also a musician, and she was left-handed. And I fell head over heels for this girl, man. I was like, "You're my dream girl," and I wasn't afraid to let her know either. I was like, "Oh man, we get married and have kids." And I was just like being very naive to the whole thing. And she's probably just like, I knew she really liked me too. I think we loved each other. Kind of what twin flame kind of thing. But anyways, it just didn't work out. I wish her the absolute best. She's a great girl, great musician, and I probably should give her a shout out. Her name was Krista Bliss. She's a great musician. If you guys check her out, she's got originals and she does covers. She's a great musician, absolutely. She's from Stanford, Virginia, and we played some shows together. I met her. Long story short, it just wasn't meant to be, and I lost myself when we like when we broke up or whatever, I lost myself, man. I was tore up, like worse than my 8-year relationship. I could not even like function, like, because I put all my love and like thoughts of the future into her, and when it turned out we weren't meant to be, I was lost, dude. So I wrote a song to myself to like wake myself up. Like Forever Young was like, I had to come back to who I was before I met her and realize, man, you're gonna just let yourself be drifted off in the wind. And then that's in the chorus. I say, every now and then I think about you and I really want to see you, but then I realize I am you. And what that means is like, it's that like, yeah, I loved her, but really I'm the one that was loving her. Like, it's like I care about myself too. You know, I love myself too. So I had to that song was about the dividing, just making sure that I never lost who I am to a relationship, you know? That's wild, man, to think about that.
Bro, the fact that you had the self-awareness to catch that you were spiraling, and you did something to bring yourself back instead of it being someone to show you. Oh, God. Like, I mean, and granted, I'm not talking down on anyone that sometimes it takes that outside source to let you know, like, yo, bro, like, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Or that outside source to give you the strength to come back. Oh, yeah. But the fact that you had the self-awareness to sit there and write a song that is what helped bring you back is phenomenal, bro.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, after an 8-year relationship, like I said, I had a lot of friends in the metal scene and all that stuff. And, like, I had a big group. We were all buddies. And, like, I lost every single one of my friends after I got sober off drugs. After I broke up with her, I had no friends. Like, everyone ripped me off and said, oh, you're never going to play music again. And I was like, well, watch this, because I'm going to start without carrying everyone on my back. See, back when I was in the metal band, I paid for everything. It was my equipment, my half cabs, my drum set, my guitars. I paid for the bus. I paid for whatever we needed to get to these shows, and I paid the tickets to get the shows. I pretty much spoiled my friends rotten, and then I was wondering why they didn't take it serious and they took it for granted. It's because I was paving a road that I should have never paved in the first place. And I had to learn my lesson. And then I said, like, the funniest thing about all this is, man, is I never played acoustic guitar. I've only been playing acoustic guitar for 3 years now. So, like, I said, well, I'm going to be alone, then I'm going to learn how to play guitar on the acoustic guitar. The instrument, I ran from this instrument my whole life because I was very stubborn, egotistical mindset, like, distorted guitar is the only way. I don't ever play that instrument. Man, I had a very closed-minded view when I was growing up. But I forced myself to learn chords, and I kept going. Then I started writing songs. My songs always kind of spoke to me. And, I live my songs a lot. So that's like, I knew I had to write a song about the future of me, like, finding myself again. So thank you, man. That's awesome. I never really thought about it. Like, I haven't spoke about this in a long time. So, like, I've thought about this, but I've never actually had a conversation about it.
Would you say that a lot of your music comes from emotion for you?
Oh, man, yeah. All my music comes from emotion. Like, if it doesn't come from emotion, it's not going to be a very good song. Whether that's happy emotions or sad emotions. Like, I have a song called How About It, Baby. It's just a song about what I love to do and what I expect the future to be, which is good. And it's joyful. And that came from a good feeling. Then I have songs from past traumas, like, that are all emotions. Like, you never just want to robotically write a song, because if you're just writing a structured song to try to get hits, then yeah, it'll last for a while. It might be a hit, but it won't sustain, if that makes sense, and like change people's lives. That's the beautiful thing about a guitar, man. A guitar lets you play the sound of how you feel, and then you write lyrics to it to explain your story. And I love the acoustic guitar. I love the instrument, man.
Dude, I've always been a drum freak.
I love drums. I play my share of drums. I actually was in a metal band as the drummer.
So I grew up with a dad who was in high school band, played drums, and he also played drums in a jazz band. Oh, man. And so drums have always been that thing, like in metal or rock, that like if I'm listening to a song, like I hear the drums over every other instrument.
Oh, man. Drums are they're the heartbeat of the song, man. Like, once you have drums, that gets the whole audience into it. You can captivate people with an acoustic guitar in a small setting, but when you get them drums, that makes people want to move. That helps them move to the song. I love drums, dude.
Now, we got enough time for you to get one more. And remember, I told you 2 or 3 songs.
Hell, man,
And
I'll throw one more out.
And I'm going to make this your choice. I'm not going to give you any type of context. I'm just going to let you choose the song that you want to do the most.
Oh, man. Well, I've had this in the back of my mind. I was thinking there's a song that everybody, you can just tell when you write a song that's a little bit like better than others. Just like resonate with people more. A song off my newest album. It's called I Remember. And I've had people like literally stop me after I play this song. They're like, that's my favorite song. I've had more compliments about this song than any other. So I'll probably play it. So I played, so I played 3 songs off 3 different albums. This one's off my newest album, The New World. The song's called I Remember. And people have just told me, like, this song gives them chills. And I was like, well, that's the song. It's probably one of my best. All right, we'll give her a go here. I remember. I remember. I remember. Well, I remember I released this burden to the divine mind within, and I go free. I don't have to stay here with you. I can go wherever I please. Nothing will tempt me from listening to me, because I know I am the key that I need to be set free. And you think you know me, but you don't. Nah, you don't. We aren't from the same place. I will sing to my new world, new world. You will not distract me. I am completing me. Watch and see, I will be what I am within, on the outside. I remember, I remember, I remember. Guess what? Well, I remember. Everyone acts like they can fool me and frighten me, like they think I am not aware of my capabilities. No worries, the gig is up. I am not concerning you anymore. I will show you my true form soon enough. Whoa, and you think you know me, but you don't. Nah, you don't. We aren't from the same place. I will sing to my new world, new world. You will not distract me. I am completing me. Watch and see, I will be what I am within, on the outside. Oh, you can say I'm not staying here, I am creating. Oh, you can say, but I'm gonna go. Oh, 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 I am going home. I say my light on it because I remembered. I know you didn't want me to remember. Hey, thank you so much, man. Dude, yeah, that song came out of nowhere. That was one of those songs that just boom. And I was like, holy shit, this is good. Like, to myself, because I was like like, I have confidence in myself, but I never want to make it off like I'm better than anyone else, because I'm not better than anyone else. For one, I don't see how we can compare each other, because guess what? Everyone's different. No one's going to be a better Ben than Ben. No one's going to be a better George than George, No one's going to. So, like, I tell everybody, like, if I can do it, you can do it, because we're all just doing our own journey. But that song, man, it came out of nowhere. I was like, I got to record this right now. Sometimes I'll miss great riffs that I write, but then I was like, that one, no. I had to stop everything I was doing to get that one done.
So, I want to tell you something that's going to put a big old smile on your face.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, this whole time I've been sitting here listening to you.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think about is the way that, like, you present your singing reminds me of Billy Joe.
Oh, yeah. That's
and like, I'm not even, like, just saying
he was
that
my teacher.
Because, like, legitimately, like, that whole song, I'm just, like the way you're presenting is, like, bro, this is like a acoustic Green Day in front of me.
A little bit more technical than Green Day acoustic, though. I mean, I love Green Day, but I have pushed the limits on the Green Day technicality. But he was my teacher because I didn't have any vocal lessons. All I did was listen to American Idiot so intently in all of his albums, and I just matched his voice. So eventually I learned how to sing to those notes. And then later in life, I started to learn a little bit more. But I guess it all started with me just memorizing how to sing to that.
Oh, dude, 100%. I mean, now, whenever I say, like, I'm listening to Green, like, I meant, like, just the way that you bring your, like, notes out and the presentation of the voice is just, like,
oh, yeah.
Billy Joe.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I love me some Billy Joe, man. I really do, man. That he's a character. He's different he's just got his own thing going on. And he's got a very unique voice. Like, he's got, I don't know how to explain it. Some people say he sings in sharp or something, but
I got no idea what that means.
I guess that he sings a little octave higher than what he should. So it makes it just, I don't know. But that's how I naturally sing, because that's how I learned.
Well, man.
Heck yeah, I'll put this sucker away. Goodbye, Amber. You happy? He's like, he called me Amber. You're lucky I played.
Yeah, bro, you're lucky that I made it through one more song for you.
Yeah, dude, he's like, damn it. Oh, wait, yeah. He's
Dude.
gonna retire soon.
Bro, that's a beautiful guitar, though.
For $200 at Hometown Music in Harrisonburg, shout out to them. I grew up to that music store, and their music store blew up. I don't know how. It blew up. It was connected to a vape shop. I don't know. But they got a new location in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and they're an amazing music store in Harrisonburg. $200 for that puppy. Best $200 ever spent.
I'm glad you clarified, like, what you meant by blow up, because whenever I heard you say blow up and you're like, I got no idea how it happened, they were connected to a vape shop, I'm like, wait, did this place really blow the fuck up?
It blew up, man. The whole building was gone. I was like, what? Luckily, nobody was there and nobody got hurt. But
Wait, did it really blow up, or you
I
just...
swear on my life, it blew up in like a explosion. That whole building that I remember going to, it had Blue Sprocket Studio was there too. And they had so much equipment, probably $500,000 in recording equipment, all blew up to smithereens. And I couldn't believe it, dude. I went there next day. I wanted to go get some guitar strings, and then, nope, building blew up. I was like, that's what happens when a vape shop, I guess, goes beside. I don't know how it happened, dude. Maybe it was something.
Dude, that's so insane.
That's scary, dude. I'm just glad nobody died. Because I knew those guys. I grew up with them. Steven works at Hometown. He was 30 minutes from getting there to open up the store that morning, but it blew up 30 minutes before it got there.
Dude, one thing I love about you is your look on, like, no one's better than anybody. Everybody's,
man.
Everyone's their own unique person. And that's something that, like, you don't hear a lot of people talk about.
Yeah, man. I used to be the opposite. That's what it was. And I almost destroyed my life. Like, I almost ended up dying from my ego ways, man. I realized I would never succeed in life until I gave to my other fellow brothers and human beings and sisters, and now I can listen to music, go to shows, and enjoy the other musicians just as much as I enjoy playing, and it's a lot better that way.
Dude, that is so fucking awesome.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
But, man, I say we wrap this thing up so we don't put everything into one time, because I definitely want to bring you back.
Hell, it'd be an honor, dude. Thank you for having me on the show. It's an absolute honor, man. I'm grateful. And I hope all my fans and anyone listening to this, give him love, because this guy's amazing since I met him. And I subscribe and promote, and he'll have me back on. And check out the other artists he has on here. It's awesome.
You got any shows coming up that you want to promote after
the Monument?
The day that this comes up, which is going to be June
Rocky Top.
22nd.
Oh, after 22nd, I'm playing Rocky Top Thursday, and then I'm playing in. Oh, that would be my show at Johnson City and Sunny Marinas on the 26th, and then my 25th show. And July 1st and 2nd, I'm playing in Martinsburg both days, Martinsburg, West Virginia, at the VFW and Bad Habits.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, I'm stoked, man. Thank you so much for having me on the show, brother.
Bro, thank you for coming on. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Rock and roll.
If you are listening to this, thank you a lot. I appreciate everything. If you could, go check out our website at www.thewilsonkingpodcast.com. You can find all of our videos there that are exclusive to YouTube, but they pull straight to our website. You can also find every episode that we drop on there that you can find also on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, pretty much any major streaming platform.
That's what's up.
We also just got stickers.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
I got one on my guitar case.
You give me 1 second. If you haven't seen it, I will throw it on the video so y'all can see some of them.
They're beautiful.
They are awesome. Shouts out to Stickers RVA down in Richmond, Virginia. Super awesome dude and does phenomenal stickers.
Oh, they're beautiful, man. I got one right in the middle of my guitar case. You guys will see that. Rock and roll.
And if you want some, you can DM us on the Facebook page at Wilson King Podcast or on Instagram and let you know how you can get a hold of them. Everyone have a great rest of your week. Be safe. Be responsible. Don't drink and drive.